don't know if you caught what I said to someone else on over when I was over there.
Uh-huh.
When you open your mouth and you speak on stuff, you then open yourself to what we're doing now. This
Do you think
dialogue.
that's the way life should go? You can't have your own opinion?
That is the way life goes.
No, there's no way in the world you should be living your life without having your own opinion.
No,
You
I'm
should
saying
not
you
be.
can have your own opinion, but once you voice that opinion, you give light to others to say something else. That's the way the internet works.
Well,
That's
that's
why.
everybody's entitled to an opinion, right? So
Exactly.
it's a double-edged sword at this point. I mean, you go on to speak your opinion at some time and point, but go ahead with Tanya. I don't know. You're not involving yourself. You're just speaking your opinion. Tanya ain't
Well,
going to attack you.
I don't know. Tanya watches video. Okay. Anyway, I don't care. It does. I'm not. That's. But anyway, when I'm saying like Tanya, like there came out where there's y'all have like I'm gonna say y'all. If you don't apply, let it fly, please.
Mhm.
But it's like Zoom calls and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying on both sides. And it all comes out eventually. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, they were applied. You know what I'm
But
saying?
here's the thing: what you don't see on any Zoom calls or group messages or anything over
I'm not
here,
in any
you
one of
don't
them,
see.
so
What I'm
I don't have
saying
a
is,
clue
when
to say
these
that.
things are revealed, these messages that y'all see, especially with people I'm involved with, because I know I ain't did no plotting shit. What you don't see is us plotting. Like, hey, can we get this person's information? Can we get that person's information? What can we do with this? What can we do with that? Let's do this and let's do
Or
that.
go
None
report
of that.
somebody's page or
We
something.
just
Whoa.
sit back and watch. We sat back and watched other people's lives. We had our own dialect amongst one another as friends. There is no plotting shit in our messages, though. Very different from what you see over there on that side.
I can't. Now, police, when you write out, okay, and I'll give you an instance. On both sides, like the whole thing when they said, let's take Blade's page down, right? That
Hmm.
happened, right?
Ain't nobody over here said nothing about taking nobody's page down.
No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no.
She's talking about them. She's talking about them when they
Oh,
I'm
had
talking
that
about
okay.
group
them,
chat with
but I'm also
I
gonna
speaking of.
speak on this side as well.
Hmm.
Okay, so when y'all were in communication and what's that man named Scholar was on the platform. That's what he does.
Scholar has never been in no group chat. So the
No,
thing
I'm
about
not
that,
saying
right?
group chat. I'm just saying he brings forth. He was an instrument to bring forth information and cause chaos. Would you say?
So what? What
So
information did Scholar ever bring? I'm confused on that. First of all, I ain't never
I
had
know
no
what she's about
conversations
to.
with Scholar anyway, so
Do you
Yeah,
know what I'm
that
'cause
talking
can't be
about?
for me.
so when Scholar first came to this app, right? Well, when I first met Scholar and he
Mm-hmm.
came back, right? He was supposed to be speaking about Patrick and what happened with him and Patrick. I think Tanya is the one that found or even brought Scholar to my attention, right? So he was supposed to be speaking on Patrick. As I was talking to him and letting him know about what was going on, I showed him a message, a group chat that Closet Talk had sent me. I believe it was Closet Talk, of Cuban, Rabbi, and a bunch of the Fold members with his information in there talking about they're going to hold it and use it later to go after him. And he recognized Cuban from the group chat and said, that's Aunt Karen's friend. Then he went into the story about how he allegedly slept with Karen. And that's how that whole thing came out. I didn't even know anything about it or was going to speak on it until he brought it up. And then when I did my whole, deep dive, and well, actually Tanya was doing the deep dive because she found it and said it's true. And from the information and proof that we saw, her being in the same place that he said she was at, what she was wearing that day, I just said, okay, whatever. And she went on and on and on about it. And as she kept talking, she kept telling on herself. She even faked the
But
whole
she was a
email.
part of y'all group. That's what I'm saying.
No, he
Like
was never
Who
a
was a
part of the
part of who
group.
group?
He was never part.
Tanya doing her deep dive. What is a deep
No,
dive?
he
Looking for
was not a part
information.
of none of that. None of
Tanya?
it.
I'm saying
No,
Tanya
he did.
Michelle.
No, he never was in a part of no group with Tanya. He was
No,
never.
I'm saying Did you, Tanya, and Miss Police up there? Did y'all host lives together and talk outside of the
When,
app?
like I said, when he first, that's the first time I met Scholar, right?
I heard you and I understand. And
She's
So
talking
I
actually,
about
didn't know
me, you,
who
and
he was.
Tanya. Yes, but there was never no plotting shit with me, him, and Tanya. Like,
Yeah,
we
we
never
never.
plotted on
I'm
anybody.
not
I ain't
saying
never done no
I'm
deep
saying
dive
in
on
general,
nobody.
Police. I'm not saying
So,
like you plotted with him. I'm saying
but
he
that's
was
my
an
thing.
instrument
That is
in
the
that.
difference. That is the difference. We got together as far as I know, as friends. Because me, Blaze, and Tanya never really talked as a group together behind the scenes anyway. I mean,
Not
what,
till
you were
later
in 2 or
on.
3 Zoom calls at that, if that?
Yeah, not even much. Well,
That's
2
I
or
was doing a
3
lot of
Zoom
Zoom
calls,
calls
if
with
that.
Tanya,
Right.
just
So
me and
everything
Tanya.
else was us having personal relationships with each other. We would wake up, the group of us that were in those Zoom calls. The most we would do is sit back and watch other people's motherfucking lives from Zoom. Plotting and shit we did not do though. You won't find no text messages, no messages between us trying to find nobody's social security number, or trying to find out where somebody works, or trying to do this or trying to do that. Not from us. And if Tanya was doing it, she was doing it on her fucking own.
And
But that's
again,
the
like
thing
I
when you
didn't
make
even.
these. That's what this goes back to the point
Hmm.
when people from random places all over the world start interacting with each other, you don't know what their background is,
Right.
right?
And that's how I was Scott. When I found out who Scholar was, I checked him and kicked him out of my fucking space. And he ain't been back since. I don't tolerate Scholar. He know I got a problem with him. But the thing about Scholar, at least that dude is honest about who the fuck he is. He don't make no bones about it. But I don't approve of none of that shit he be doing. I mean, it's just who he is. That's why I had that dude text him my wife.
And
Like,
that's
I've been
weird.
through
Like
his
I
bullshit.
really, and but to me, I feel bad for your wife. Like to be like she does not want any. I see if she was like being vocal on the internet or I mean on this app. I actually now that person I actually feel sorry for. Out of a lot of these wives, I feel sorry for some of y'all spouses because they have nothing to do with
Do
this.
with it.
Like
And they stay attacking her. It's not just Skylar. Well, Skylar don't even bother my wife. It's other people. I'm not going to bring up their name because I
I've
don't want to.
seen people say stuff about your wife and da 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 da. You gonna do what you gonna do regardless. Is it like I say? Is it entertaining? Yes. You don't. You never deserved a rock through your window. You talk shit on here. Yes. Was it a repercussion of that?
I think
Yes.
that's where
But do
we all
you deserve
disconnect.
that?
It's not
No, you
entertainment for
don't.
us.
That's what I say.
It
That's what
might
I
be
say.
entertainment for everybody watching, but it's not entertainment for us. Those who have been literally affected by these people's shenanigans on this fucking app. It
Nobody
like
deserves a rock through the window.
we
I'm not
no
saying that.
no, and they don't. But here's the thing: the shit that they do to us is way worse than
But
anything we've ever done or
nobody
said
knows
about
who
them.
actually did it, though, right? Like
Say that again.
nobody knows who actually did it, right?
I know
Well,
who did
there's
it.
no way other people would know about it before he even said anything about it if they didn't know who did it.
Because I didn't even bring it
So
to the
if
test.
Kappa and Arby
Somebody
are
brought it to
already
the internet,
talking
but they
about the
never
brick
made
being thrown
claims
through
to
his
who it
window
was.
and he ain't said nothing about it, I would think that they at least know who did it.
Arby know
Maybe
who did it.
somebody do know who did it, but they have
Arby
not.
gave
What
me
I'm
his
saying, they
address.
have not came forth and said, "Hey, I orchestrated this," or "I didn't," or you know what I'm saying, or "This person sent this to me." Like the original person who did it sent this audio. I mean, this video to me. I haven't seen it, and if it's out there, somebody.
Well, the
I don't
first
even know
person
what
that
the
can.
relevance of that is. The brick still came through his window no matter who the
What I'm
fuck did it.
saying,
And
the
it's a
relevance of
it's a
what I'm
direct
saying is
effect of what's
nobody
going
knows
on
who
this
did it,
app. So
and he
That's
didn't
the
deserve
point.
it.
Nobody deserves that, to be honest with you. Like I said, that rock went right where my kids sit
Not
at.
deserve it, but that what I'm saying, Blaze, is
And
they shouldn't have did that. Like that's not putting. You don't know what the outcome of that could have been. It could have your kid could have been walking past and been injured, or your wife, or you.
I know that, and I still wouldn't wish that on nobody. I wouldn't even want that to happen to Patrick. But they don't give a shit. They laughed and joked about it. They still joke about it. Because it's funny to them.
Because y'all provide entertainment. That's what I'm trying to
But
tell you.
that's what and that's what we're trying to
It's
stress is this is not entertainment. A brick going through my window and could have injured somebody is not entertainment for me.
I get
It
that,
never
and
was.
Because you're
I understand that
entertained
it's
doesn't
not
mean we are
entertainment for you.
entertaining. But that's the thing. But you keep saying you keep saying it. But just because it's entertaining to you doesn't mean we are being entertaining. You're just entertained by what's going on. It's not entertaining to us.
And again, like I said, I don't want to think we coming down on you. It's just when you say stuff like that, it's kind of insensitive. It really is because these are real people that are being affected. The woman above you, a whole victim, a real person. It's not entertainment for us. It's really not. It never will be. That's why we don't care about followers. We don't care about numbers. We care about spreading a real message.
I heard you.
And like I said, I don't want you to think we're attacking you over here. I just asked you.
I don't live it, and I don't want to live it. Little anger survivor.
But again, you are entitled to your opinion. I really don't want you to be running around this app thinking you can't say what you really feel because of fear of being retaliated against. That's not how you should live your life on this app.
I don't feel like. I mean, I've the only like I said, the reason I came up, Blaze, is because I did say something about you. I will address it with you because I said something, and that's not because we're on this app, because that's the person I am outside of the app. You might not know that because you have not experienced me outside of this app, but that's my character.
I appreciate you coming up. I didn't want you to think this was going to be something hostile. That's all. I just said, I like to inquire when people say things about me. Isn't really because most of the time people they definitely don't know anything about me. They just go about what they hear. And most of it, I swear, because it comes from over there, it's not true. None of it's true.
No, he hasn't disrespected me.
And I will say this for the
Nobody sent
record.
me. I'll tell you who sent me. Somebody did send me over here. They shared the live to my account. And again, I watch Blaze live sometimes. So yeah, somebody did send for me, and I came over here because somebody shared the live, and I watch his lives. I've said that. Blaze, have I said that throughout this live?
You said that yesterday. Like I said, that's why I said, if you know me from you or my content page.
I used to watch his live. Why? Because I find things entertaining. It's a lot of niches that I watch. I watch homesteading niches. I'll be in those type of lives as well. So nobody sent me, just so you don't have to make up this narrative in your head.
Well, I do appreciate you coming up. I don't have no problem with you or anything like that. I was just saying, I just wanted to get your clarification on a few things, but I do appreciate you coming up. All right. You're always welcome to come back if you like. Hey, y'all, all right, y'all, take it a little easy. Like, we get it. I mean, she doesn't have to support me over here. I give people entitled to their opinion, but I mean, like I said, I just think a lot of people are listening to a lot of misinformation that comes from over there. And once they would see the real information, the real facts. Yo, what's wrong?
Let's remember though. Let's remember that she said she saw you
From you
say.
and my
She said she saw you say that you were gonna stomp the baby out of
I know
Crystal Gray.
that's completely untrue.
That's completely a lie. So I'm not really sure what that was, but
Because that's not the first time somebody tried that. I remember when Pastor Petty or whatever his fucking name is, he literally came in and said the same thing in my life. You said you were going to stomp somebody's baby. Like, what are you talking about? I never said anything like that. It never will. That's disgusting. And that from that point, like y'all, I don't know what the fuck y'all be listening to. Y'all try to blend me and Skylar in so bad. I don't fucking like that dude. He know that. The whole world should know that by now. But like I said before, the only thing Skylar got over all of y'all is at least he's true to who the fuck he is. He say who the fuck he is. He know he a piece of shit. He'll tell you he a piece of shit. I don't know. Yeah, the entertainment thing. Yeah, that none of this is entertainment for any of us up here. Our supporters. It's really not. It never will
But
be.
we're all guilty. We're all guilty of looking at people's real life and finding entertainment in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got shit like tabloids
Mm-hmm. I agree.
and movies
That's
based
why I
off real events. This is why it's easy for people to be entertained on this app with people's real fucking life, because that's what we've been nurtured into.
True. That's why I can't get that upset about it. It's just when you're telling somebody their life is just entertainment for you, it's kind of insensitive, but I get what you mean.
Like, murder shouldn't be entertaining, but how many
Right.
movies do we where we sit there
TV
and watch
shows,
murders
Super
over and
48.
over and over and over again for entertainment? I mean, we have serial killer shows that do very well because somebody's watching it. Hell, I admit I've watched a lot of them myself.
Law and Order, all that shit is, But like I
But
said, I
just
do
because
get it.
you're entertained by it doesn't mean it's entertainment. It doesn't mean it's meant to be entertaining.
And sometimes, like, some people are just not aware of that. I mean, they so embedded
Most
in
people
the
aren't.
system. Yeah. They so embedded in the system, they don't see it. Some people, it's like this big ass naive bubble that that the system keeps you in. Screens all in your face, always trying to keep you distracted. Until you come self-aware, you don't see it. I understand that y'all just, I wasn't over here trying to convince her. I mean, she already had her mind made up. I already know by the way she was even speaking on me last night. But that's why I wanted to bring her up and ask her, what did I lie about? She didn't give me an answer, right? So she couldn't come up with that. So she came up with the baby thing. And that wasn't even me. So I knew where the conversation is going. Like I said, she entitled to her opinion. Don't mean she right.
Wild ass Banshee, this society was built on entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Remember back in slavery? What did they do for entertainment back then? Mandingo, right?
Still using us for entertainment every day.
No, even other than lynching, they would pit black men together to fight to the death, or they would throw a woman, a slave girl, in the middle, and see who would get to rape her. Like, and this was entertainment for them. This was entertainment. Lynching was entertainment. Yeah, all of that entertainment.
I said we definitely need to do better. And I think people
This is
need
why
to
we
start.
have the type of entertainment we have now. Overly sexual, overly violent.
One thing
And
they
we
came
laugh
after
it up.
that.
We lap it up because we're bred to believe that this type of lifestyle is fantasy, even though we know it's real. We know we live in the most evilest times ever. Yet we are so disconnected from it because of the entertainment. I mean, they had us in zoos, human zoos. That was entertainment.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna give me some lunch. It's 1 o'clock.
I gotta go too. Gotta get ready. Celebrate hubby
That's right. You
birthday.
got
So
Christmas party today.